Hey guys, it is Lessy here, and today I want to talk to you guys about giving thanks and trusting God. As I was driving recently, I felt in my heart to start thanking God for organization. So I'm just like, all right, Lord. And I started thanking Him for stop signs, for stop lights, for cars that work the way that they should, and a host of other things. And as I was giving thanks, I realized that this giving thanks is the root of joy. And when you are able to give thanks and recognize the good things that God is doing for you, however big or however small, because a lot of times the small things are really huge at the same time, that now becomes the avenue to trusting God. Because the more you give thanks, the more you're building up your faith in the things that already are. For example, let's say you're in a marriage, and let's say that at one point you and your husband or you and your spouse had a really horrible argument or really horrible fight. And however long it took or whatever happened, XYZ, y'all ended up making up in that moment. And let's say a year later, you put your mind back to that and you're just like, you know what, God, I thank you that we were able to overcome that hump. So now giving thanks to that now shows that anything that comes our way, you can do it again. You know, you made the route, you made it possible for us to make up. However it happened, I mean, that's something, obviously, those are the little details that would be specific to you, but however it happened, you made a way. And for that, I will give you thanks. Now, with that in mind, now, anytime something happens in your marriage, you can think back to that, what happened before, and say, you know what, God, I'm going to give you thanks because this situation is already diffused. There is love in our marriage. You know what I mean? And you start speaking positively and you start giving thanks for whatever is, you know? You get me? You get me? And then also, I feel like that one piece of thing now becomes the source of faith for other things. So let's say things are going wrong on your job. You know what, God, you made a way in my marriage. I know you can make a way on my job. I thank you for the job. I thank you for the income that's coming into our home. I thank you for the wisdom that you are giving me with the money that's coming in. I thank you for the joy that I have right now. I thank you for access to your joy, for access to your peace. And now that one little argument from way back yonder between you and your spouse now becomes a source of encouragement for your job. So now the more things that you're able to give God thanks for, the more your faith builds and grows, and the more you know that God is able. So today I want to challenge you to, whether you think about it, whether you write it down, I think once you do those things, begin to speak it. You know, begin to verbally give thanks to God for all that He's done. And I guarantee you that there's a joy that's going to rise within you, and it's going to become a canvas for you to live a life full of faith, because you know that God is good because He's done great things, and you're acknowledging these great things. And the more you speak it, the more you hear it, the more you believe it, the more your faith grows. So, I hope that you were encouraged. As always, this is really just a small nugget. It's something that literally keeps me going. I try to give God thanks as much as I can for the big things, for the little things like stoplights and stop signs, because it builds my faith. And life is all about faith. You know, we walk by faith, we trust in God, and I believe when you walk that way, when you walk that route, that's when you're able to see the good in everything around you. So I do hope that this is encouraging. I hope that you are blessed. I speak a blessing over you and over this channel. And I just hope that you really enjoyed this. Be sure to like, to subscribe, to share. I love you guys.